Just dose it. Yeah, look. Put on the track. Let's get it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Poetry Hotspot. My name is Poet Funky Fresh. This is a new webcam show for the people who love poetry, who have desire for poetry, and who have passion for poetry. But before I get started, I want to let you know a little bit about myself so you can understand exactly where I'm coming from. I was born and raised in Houston, Texas. I'm 29 years old. I have 3 sisters and 1 brother. But when I was born different. Now I bet you're thinking, what you mean born different? Well, I had 1 hand, 1 foot, and half a finger. My life growing up, it wasn't easy. I've been talked about, pushed around all through my childhood. I had so much emotional pain built up inside of me, I didn't know what to do with it. At times, I wanted to kill myself. Real talk. Some of y'all may know what I'm talking about. But on the other hand, some of y'all may not. But if you've been through what I've been through, and I'm talking about talked about, spit on, stumped on, picked on, then you know exactly where I'm coming from. So I had this pain, this emotional pain deep down inside of me. I didn't know how to deal with it until one day I started writing my thoughts down on paper. I was writing so good my thoughts became poetry. So I came up with the Poetry Hotspot because I believe in touching hearts. I believe in touching lives. And I promise you, my poetry is very inspirational. Life is hard. But my life, throughout my life, I was a fighter. I fell, but I got back up again. I may have been bruised, but I was never broken. So I hope y'all enjoy the poetry that you're going to hear on this show. And please keep coming back and listening. Maybe it can help you through a prison mind that you're going through of anything. Because the show did help me. So sit back and relax and enjoy this show. So let's get started. This show will be viewed every Monday for 14 weeks. Then that will be all of season 1. And the only way that I will do season 2 if you, the viewers, give me a lot of views. So tell your mom, your dad, your cousins, your aunts, and your friends about our poetry show. This poetry show is very inspirational. It's to help people that's down and out, that feel like they can't go on, that feel like they want to give up. That's not a pretty picture. Believe me, I know. But if you have any questions about this show, comments, suggestions, please feel free to email us at poetryhotspot@yahoo.com. Once again, poetryhotspot@yahoo.com. And feel free to speak your mind. Tell me what's on your mind. And on the next show, I may be answering your questions. So I hope you really do enjoy. But we just about out of time. But before I go, I want to read this poem that I wrote. And it's called, What Do You See? And basically, that poem basically means, go stand in the mirror and look at yourself. And tell me, but don't really tell me, tell yourself, what do you see? And I want y'all to email me to let me know how it is. And let me know if you like it. Not only that, to let me know if you understand it. Or email me to let me know what you think it means. So this poem called, What Do You See? What do you see? Look in the mirror and tell me. Do you see the beauty that's within you? Do you see all the problems that you've been going through? Do you see a face that wants to give? Or do you see your life that wants to forever live? Do you see the strength of your enemies? Do you see your life beyond your opportunities? Do you see that fat man or that fat woman that can't find no love? Or do you see the goodness of the higher power from up above? What do you see? Look in the mirror and tell me. Do you see a strong black man or a strong white man doing all he can? Do you see a hard-working mother trying to push herself further to make ends meet so her children can eat? Do you see a young child outside playing in the sun having fun? Or do you see that teenager that's going on their first date and want everything to be perfect, but they feel like everything is going to go wrong? Do you see yourself sitting on the street corner singing the blues of a sad song? What do you see? Look in the mirror and tell me. Do you see yourself as the world is holding you down? Do you see your face instead of a frown? Instead of a smile, it's a frown. Do you see yourself as a winner? Do you see yourself as a leader? Do you see yourself as a teacher, a follower, or even a preacher? What do you see? You keep listening to me, you may find a discovery. Do you see ugliness? Do you see shameless? Do you see blameless? Do you see a brighter future? Do you see your past as an awful picture, but an amazing picture? So what do you see? Look in the mirror and tell me. Do you see yourself as a billionaire? Do you see yourself as someone that really cares? Do you see yourself as a superstar? Or do you see yourself as just the way you are? Do you see yourself as a role model? Do you see yourself just as a title? Do you see yourself as the world trouble story? Or do you see yourself as royalty? Do you see yourself as a king or a queen? Or do you see yourself just in between? Do you see yourself as a prince or a princess? Or do you see yourself as something that's less? So now, what do you see? I'm going to ask this question again. What do you see? Well, look in the mirror and tell me. I see a survivor. And that's from my latest book, I Survive, So Can You. So until next time, y'all, keep your head up and don't fall into the ground. Because if you do, all you got to do is lean on my shoulder and I will pick you back up. Because I did it. Peace out, y'all. I'll holler at you.